Hi, welcome. This is Amy Cooper with Rise, and we are interviewing exceptional women in insurance. It's Women's History Month, and I am very pleased to welcome today Jackie Tirpak. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Amy.
So, tell everyone a little bit about your role, what you do, where you work.
Yep, sounds good. So I'm Jackie Tirpak. I'm Vice President and Corporate Claims Officer for Erie Insurance. I've been with Erie for 27 years, and my department oversees the policies, procedure, some of the audit functions in the claims organization. So we do a lot across our footprint.
So that's a pretty big job you got there, and pretty impressive actually to be with the same company for 27 years.
Yep, it's a great
Um,
company.
I'm sure there's been a lot of different things throughout your career, but can you share a defining moment, something that's contributed to your success?
Yep. So back in 2010, I had an opportunity to move from the Philadelphia area. I was working in our Philadelphia office at that time, and I had an opportunity to take a role at home office here in Erie, Pennsylvania, as a project manager. And it was really scary, but it was kind of framed as a good career move, because there are some differences between kind of working in a field office in the claims capacity, and then working at corporate, in a project manager capacity. That's the role that I was going into, and so it was really scary. I was going to actually be stepping out of leadership for a while, to do that job, and so really scary. I still don't have any family here in Erie, Pennsylvania. And at the time, I didn't think my son was going to move with me. So I thought he was going to stay in Philadelphia, and he and I, hadn't been separated yet at that point in our lives. So really scary. But no regrets. So it was definitely the best career decision that I made. Really allowed me to build relationships across the organization and learn a lot more about the behind the scenes, the different functions in an insurance company than I would have seen if I was just, in the field in a claims office.
Wow, so you really had to take the leap there.
Yeah, total
Um,
leap of faith, right?
but look at you now. So, what advice do you have for other women trying to
Yep.
aspire to similar heights in their career?
Yeah. So definitely not everybody is mobile. Family, aging parents, significant others that are, doing great things in your area. But I think the willingness to do things that scare you, that get outside of your comfort zone, that can really apply in a lot of situations. I know that personally, I've grown a lot and learned a lot by having different roles in the field offices and at home office, and doing things that weren't at all comfortable at that time. So be intentional. You have to take some calculated risks, but really think about how you can stretch yourself to learn a new area or a skill that could help you either in your current job or later on down the road in your career. I'd also say that relationships are really key. So it takes time, it takes effort, but invest in developing those relationships that are built on mutual trust and respect. Invest the time getting to know people and just seeing how you can help them, how they can help you achieve goals, and just building those relationships, I think, is really important. It's rewarding to help other people, but in the long term, it also helps you in your career as well.
Can I ask, this is an bonus question, if you will, like
Yeah.
what kept you at Erie for, 27 years? Like why did you decide to stay?
Yeah, the people, right? So we say that Erie is a relationship company, and the people here. I worked in Philadelphia. I worked here in learning and development in Erie, Pennsylvania. moved out to Illinois for a while, and then I moved back here to Erie, Pennsylvania in 2018. And even though cultures vary just a little bit, every team has their own culture. Every, kind of location, division has their own culture. But no matter where you go in this company, the people just, they share my values, right? About just, the golden rule and treating others like you'd like to be treated, and, treating them the way that they want to be treated, the platinum rule. And so I'd say the people. I mean, hands down, it's the people that are here with this organization. Big difference.
That's so great to hear.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for younger women that are just getting started in insurance, what advice do you have for them?
Yeah. So, we all own our own careers, right? Nobody is gonna, do things for you, right? So, do a really good job in the job that you're currently in, and just try to always be learning something. You never know when an opportunity is going to present yourself, and by the time that opportunity does present itself, sometimes it's just too late to prepare. So, get out there in advance, try to chart where you want to go. A lot of roles have transferable skills, so, just be really good at what you're doing and keep learning. Look for people that you admire, and somebody that you might be able to pair up with that would serve as a good mentor or coach for you. See if they're willing to enter into that type of relationship. It's definitely a time commitment, on both sides. But both people really, in my experience, do gain perspective from each other, and can really help each other. So, seek out those people that you feel like, cannot kind of really help you with your career. I don't believe that anybody, sometimes you hear the term like self-made. I don't think anybody is self-made. So everybody has had people in their lives that make an impact on them and that make them who they are today. And so find people that are going to challenge you, and help you grow.
That is excellent advice. So, how about if somebody is not in insurance and they don't really know all of this opportunity? What would you say to sell them on the idea of coming to the industry?
Yeah, yeah. Kind of the joke in insurance is there's not too many people, that their kids. What do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I want to be a claims adjuster. I mean, that usually just doesn't happen, right? Now, there's some people that are very intentional, that do go into insurance, but a lot of people who find themselves in insurance, it wasn't necessarily, what they thought was going to happen. But insurance is a whole lot more diverse and exciting of an industry than many think early on in their career. And I think that as an industry, we have a lot of opportunity to change that perception. We have a great intern program here, and it's really, really rewarding to see that those young professionals come in and they learn about all the different opportunities and all the different departments. And, they really had no idea coming in that that's the case. In many insurance companies, you can find careers in things like IT and finance and claims and project management, human resources, and many other areas. So, I just don't know that everybody's aware of kind of the structure of an insurance company and all the different areas that they could see themselves in. So, and if you start in one area of the company, in insurance, and you find it's just maybe not for you, I mean, just start to seek out other areas in the company and people that you can connect with to learn more about the other parts of the organization. And you might find out that there's other areas, in an insurance company that interest you that you might want to try. But lots of opportunity, and a whole lot more different types of roles than I think people understand coming in.
Yeah, I guarantee they have no idea how many different opportunities,
Right.
career paths that insurance offers.
Yeah, and we just, like I said, I think the industry as a whole has a really good opportunity to get out there, into grade schools, high schools. I know a lot of carriers, us included, we do things at, job fairs and at colleges, but I think we have a really good opportunity as an industry to get in front of people earlier on, as they're starting to think about their careers, and really talk to them about some of the different opportunities that would be available to them, some of which, kind of lend itself towards a college degree, but sometimes that's not necessary. We have roles in claims that it's not necessary to have a college degree. So there's a lot of opportunity for the industry there.
Absolutely. And you are a testament to that. So thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming on and sharing your advice. Really appreciate having you today.
Thanks, Amy.
Yeah, and thank you all for watching. Follow us for more Women's History Month, highlighting exceptional women in insurance.
Thanks.